Afrika Korps is a Wehrmacht expeditionary force during World War II. Now a corps with the same name is being formed by Russia, thus the Kremlin is trying to expand its military presence on the African continent and replace the mercenaries of the disbanded Wagner PMC, writes Bloomberg.
It may be a rebranding exercise so far, but it's already a great result for the Russians. Suddenly, they are going from Wagner, which the West put a lot of effort into deterring. New tentacles of the Hydra have emerged and it's now called Afrika Korps. Lou Osborne, analyst at All Eyes on Wagner, a consortium that tracks the activities of the group and its successor, in a comment to Bloomberg agency.
While the Wagner PMC mercenaries were operating in the region, the UN repeatedly accused them of war crimes. Now experts know that the Afrika Korps is directly subordinate to the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation. It excludes the possibility of denying the same crimes on the international platform. Bloomberg also knows that after the dissolution of the Wagner PMC, Afrika Korps will seek to strengthen control over the company's business network in Africa. We are talking about mining enterprises, the earnings of which the Kremlin wants to use for the war against Ukraine.
Their task is to promote such a hybrid Russian influence on the African continent to establish control over profitable businesses, mainly related to the development of mineral resources. Their activities also expand to blackmail in relation to those states which are leaving the orbit of Russian influence.
According to Bloomberg sources, the Afrika Korps is expected to be formed by mid-2024. The Russian Ministry of Defense plans to recruit 20,000 mercenaries and send them to African countries with regimes friendly to Russia, the Central African Republic, Libya, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. In the last 3 states, coups took place and military juntas came to power.
The number of Russian military personnel in CAR has almost doubled to nearly 2,000 since September, a month after Prigozhin's death, a sign of how security cooperation with Russia has intensified. The military base will be built for the Russian fighters. Patrick Beda-Kuyakbele, senior advisor to the president of the CAR, in a comment to Bloomberg agency. The Kremlin's actions are characterized by the usage of chaos. Countries where there is a civil war or where illegitimate military juntas rule, this country is absolutely convenient as a base for operations in other countries of the continent, and these are the first allies that they can have.
Let us remind you that in September 2023, rebels from Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger sent a mutual defense pact with Russia, and on January the 28th, 2024, they announced that they were leaving the regional economic bloc ECOWAS. Experts know that with its actions in Africa, Russia is trying to revive its Cold War era influence on the continent. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Nikita Skoblikov, UATV News.